Okay, this is kind of old news to a lot of you because there's been a lot of articles written, a lot of videos written. You know, everybody has an opinion on this shit. Some people think it's true, some people think it's not true. This personally does not surprise me. And I believe it 100% because this is who CM Punk is. Alright? It seems that within the AEW corporation, everything is just falling apart. From the talent, to management, to, ratings, views per show. They're just falling further and further behind in WWE, in WWE standards, because as we all know, Triple H is taking over. And Tony Khan obviously acknowledged that the shows have been a lot better, which they have been by a mile. Okay, I can actually get through a Raw and not be bored. SmackDown's, heating up. You know what I mean? Like, Triple H knows what the fuck he's doing. Period. And Tony Khan sees this. And the big AEW selling point when it first came out was, we're the alternative. For all you fuckers that are sick and tired of the same old BS, same old people getting pushed, same old storylines, same old predictable whole fantasy bullshit, we're it. We are going to bring wrestling back, pro wrestling back. And you guys are going to love it. We're going to kill WWE in the ratings eventually. And now it's 2022, and they're worse off than they've ever been. You see the dog in the background? Worse off than they've ever been. They're falling behind tenfold. Nobody's giving a shit about AEW. I personally haven't given a shit, okay? And keep in mind that I've been a big Chris Jericho fan ever since, I've been watching wrestling. I love that rivalry with Shawn Michaels. And this is me watching it back because obviously I was too young. I was about fucking 5 years old when that shit was going on. But I was passionate about him when he was losing, no mind you, in 2012 all the way up to now. He couldn't get me interested. Dean Ambrose / Jon Moxley was my favorite member of the Shield. From fucking 2015, 2014, no, since the beginning, 2013, what the hell am I saying? 2013 all the way to fucking 2019. He left. He got me interested. Watched it for about the first year-ish. And I completely fucking lost interest. That says a lot because those are the two biggest fucking stars. Okay, I was in Las Vegas a year ago. I went to go see Roman Reigns versus John Cena. And while we were driving over there the day before, August 20th, obviously, CM Punk is in AEW, oh my god, CM Punk is in AEW. Everybody fucking went crazy over that shit, and what has he done since then? Absolutely jack shit. What has he done? What I will give him is that he had this great fucking rivalry with MJF, which AEW apparently seems to have lost. It seems like that promo was fucking for real. That motherfuckers have been there, 2-3 months? Seems a little long for something that was just a scripted fucking promo. It wasn't a walkout. It wasn't a backstage altercation. It was a fucking televised fucking promo. And I think he just decided to go off. He don't want to be there anymore, and among other things that he said. And this is a big deal right now because I can't stand CM Punk. Look, everybody else on the AEW roster, most of them have a fucking gripe with the WWE. Alright? Cody Rhodes did. But he came back. If you have a gripe with the WWE, if you're a fucking wrestler, this is where Eddie Kingston gets on my fucking nerves too. You should be proving yourself day in, day out in other fucking corporations to come off as WWE needs you. You don't need WWE. These fucking guys, they burn bridges faster than you can say WWE. Eddie Kingston constantly talks shit about that company. CM Punk too. It's been fucking how many years since you left? 8 years since you left the company. And you still talking shit. That's all he does is talk shit about WWE. Talk shit about WWE for cheap pops. Talking shit about the WWE. Talk shit about WWE. That's all he fucking does. Then he finally gets his fucking title run, injures his fucking knee or whatever because he jumped on a fucking barricade like a moron. In WWE, we take the title from whoever the fuck had it. They relinquish the title and we give a fuck and we get a new champion. That's how it works around these parts. In AEW, that's not the fucking case. You get injured, you get to sit on your fucking ass, still be called the champ, and they have this fucking tournament where we crown an interim AEW champion. What the fuck is that? So CM Punk has been bothering me ever since he got to fucking AEW. He's a fucking loudmouth motherfucker and shit who thinks he's better than the fucking John Cena's, Hulk Hogan's, Bret Hart's, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Jon Moxley. It's like, dude, you're not even on their fucking level, to be honest with you. He's not on Jericho's level. He's not on Stone Cold's level, and he acts like he's the best in the world, and he's the greatest of all fucking time. He's not. And honestly, I think the fucking people just resonate with this ass because he represents he represents the possibility of somebody being of an underdog background can make it. That's the whole appeal. That's all it is. And that's my thing. I'm just like, I get it. But you are in no fucking position to act like you're the best. You haven't done shit since you've come back. Not a fucking, I totally agree with Eric Bischoff. Not a fucking thing. And then scripted or unscripted, it still pisses me off because he's all like talking about Jon Moxley like he's nothing. Like he's fucking big fucking deal. You know what I mean? And that's a scripted part, so we'll get to that in a minute. But apparently he's ready to walk out of AEW too. Big fucking shock. And there was this promo back in 2011 where he had that with Triple H. And Triple H told his ass, you only want change if it benefits your ass. If it benefits CM Punk and CM Punk is at the top, then you accept change. Then you want change. You'll be a catalyst for change. But if CM Punk is not the man, not the top guy, that's not what you really want. And that's the fucking truth. And nobody sees this shit. CM Punk is the biggest fucking politician in wrestling today. And if I was saying this to his fucking face, he'd be telling me, or like, well, what do you think everybody else does? They're all politicians. And if you want to sit there and fucking suck the WWE mainstream media sack, then that's your problem. See, because he's quick on his feet. He's a silver-tongued devil. But the fact of the matter is, he does not like to admit when he's fucking wrong. He wasn't that big a fucking star. Even though he wasn't, they didn't see him that way. They gave the fans what the fuck they wanted. Gave his punk ass a fucking 434-day reign as champ. In spite of personal feelings towards his ass. So I think his whole thing is bullshit. Now he wants to walk out of AEW. What a fucking surprise. I don't like this man. Something really bothers me about him. I don't think he gives a shit about the business or the fans. He just gives a shit about himself. And I'm so sick of everybody fucking treating him like he's some sort of fucking savior or some sort of messiah of pro wrestling, because he's not. He's just like everybody else. I just don't get it. You know, and seriously, AEW doesn't need him, and WWE sure as hell doesn't need him. They don't. Neither company needs his ass. He can take his punk ass all the way back to fucking Impact Wrestling. It doesn't matter. Neither corporation needs him. I'll give them that. I'm so done. But let me know what you guys think. You guys agree with CM Punk? Is it okay for him to talk constant shit about WWE? To me, it's like a fucking loser who can't get over the past. That's what it seems like to me. And two, if he's seriously gonna walk out on AEW, it just fucking proves that he never gave a shit about the AEW fans in the first place. He just wanted a fucking paycheck, and just like Moxley tells him in the fucking promo, scripted or not scripted, you just came here because you ran out of money, motherfucker. Period. So let me know, you guys, what y'all think, who's gonna take it this Wednesday, and who are you backing? Because I'm curious to know. I'll check you guys out in the next video. Deuces. Hang loose.